Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whoever you are, wherever you are. This is Joel Baclit here on the Timeless Gamer Show, greeting everybody a happy Mario Day. March 10 is Mario Day, and we talk about the Mario games that we've loved all the way growing up from when we were kids all the way to today. I'm absolutely sure some of my compatriots here in the podcast already talked about their favorite Mario games like Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3, maybe even the original Mario Brothers on arcade and NES. And I'm willing to bet somebody's already talked about Mario on the Game Boy or even the Game Boy Advance. But as usual, I would like to talk about the Mario games from off the beaten path. There were a couple of Mario games that came out on Disk Operating System or DOS and PC, and we Filipinos were privy to the growth of PC way back when. We started off with PC XTs with the green and black monitors, and all the way to when PC started having colored displays. And there were CGAs, VGAs, and EGAs. But for today's episode, I'd like to talk about Mario Teaches Typing. Mario Teaches Typing is an educational program that came out on DOS systems way back when. I think it was around the early 80s, and it was done by a company called Interplay. Interplay, a very popular software making developer, a software developer company who got pretty popular way back in the day. But yes, more importantly, Mario Teaches Typing is the very first game, Mario software that I'd like to talk about. Mario Teaches Typing, as the name implies, is a program that teaches kids how to touch type using the keyboards on their computers. Way back during my time, we used to learn typing on actual typewriters. And when Mario Teaches Typing came along, it gamified how people learned how to type. Sure, there was Mavis Beacon typing and everything like that, but Mario Teaches Typing was the one to play if you really wanted to have fun while you were typing. So it taught kids how to place their fingers on the keyboard, and you got to choose your characters. So it was Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and you controlled that character as he moved from left to right, and you press the keys properly, and Mario would be able to jump and hit the blocks on that float above him, or hit the Goombas that are coming towards him, jump up on them, and then knock them out. So if the block had the letter A on it, it showed a little indicator on the screen that you had to use your pinky finger to touch the A button, and Mario would jump if you typed that properly. Of course, you could cheat and just press it the usual way with your touch, fingertips in initial fingertips. But if you wanted to really learn how to touch type, Mario Teaches Typing teaches you which finger to use on what letter, and it actually tracked words per minute of how fast you typed and how many errors you made while you were typing. It was really not a game per se because it didn't have a plot line or it didn't have an ending. It just tracked how well you were doing and how long you were typing and how many mistakes you were making and how many words you were typing while you were doing it. Although it definitely took away the tedium of typing the letters. So ASDF or HJKL, those were a JKL, semicolon. Those were your home keys, and Mario would teach you. You could set the game so that you could choose what keys you would be exercising on, or you could even exercise the entire keyboard, and the letters would show up on the blocks, on the Goombas that are coming towards you, and Mario would either punch the block or step on the Goomba, depending on if you press the letter correctly, the letter or the number or the apostrophe or whatever it is correctly. So that is Mario Teaches Typing. It was a really fun little game, and you didn't play it for the plot. You played it to really entice yourself for you to be able to learn how to type. So that is the first Mario game that I wanted to talk about on DOS. So the second Mario game that I wanted to talk about is Mario Time Machine. So Mario Time Machine is a game that came out also on disk operating system on DOS, where it featured Mario in a point-and-click adventure, much like the Carmen Sandiego games. Carmen, Where in Time in Carmen Sandiego. Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego. In this case, Mario was the plot is that Mario is challenged by Bowser because Bowser stole many time artifacts all throughout history. And, things like Mozart's music, the apple from Isaac Newton, things like that. And Mario is tasked with traveling all throughout time, picking up clues and finding out about little factoids about all of these characters from history. The nice thing about it is the game actually allowed you to travel using a time machine, hence Mario Time Machine, and you would be able to talk to all of these characters all throughout history and learn about them. You would have actual conversations with them. They would be like real actual flesh and blood people. They would just not just be like static pictures in a book. They would have personalities, and sometimes they would be really funny too. Like in Mozart's case, you would realize that he had a wife. He had a musician friend as well who realized that the musician realized that Mozart was better than him, and it was a it was a point and click game where you chose different people to talk to, picked up clues, and filled out a document that had all the factoids about that particular character. Once you filled it out, then you would be able to rescue that time period from Bowser's clutches. Now, if you made too many mistakes in filling out the blanks, then it would kick you back to where the time machine was, and you'd have to start the whole thing all over again. But if you successfully completed it, then you would at least close that chapter of the game. This game had an ending, so if you were not able to finish all of the characters that Bowser captured, or the artifacts that Bowser spirited away, then Bowser would be able to escape to what he calls paradise. But if you successfully rescue everything and fix the timeline, then Bowser will get tossed back into the Jurassic era, if I remember correctly. So it was a really fun little educational game, Mario Time Machine. And if I remember correctly, it also came out on NES and SNES, but I was only able to play the DOS version. So these are educational titles: Mario Teaches Typing, Mario Time Machine. And these are great ways to teach your kids about how to type, not just the Tuldok system that that I'm absolutely sure they're starting off with, or if you want them to learn a little bit about history in a fun manner, then Mario Time Machine is the one to try. Mario Teaches Typing, Mario Time Machine, both for DOS. Amazingly, you'll be able to try these out on your browser nowadays. You just type in play Mario Teaches Typing online or play Mario Time Machine online, and you'll be directed to a website, I'm absolutely sure, which will allow you to at least play the game. Now, of course, most DOS games are abandonware now, so it'll be up to you to find them if you really wanted to play them offline. But still, if you wanted to teach your kids how to type properly, Mario Teaches Typing, and if you wanted to teach kids about history, a little bit of history while they're having fun, Mario Time Machine is the game to try. So these are the two DOS games about Mario that I wanted to talk about and let you guys know because it's Mario. It's a me, Mario. It's March 10, and check out the games that are not as often discussed when we're talking about Mario. Some people might say they're not very good games, but heck, they hold a very special place in my heart because, you know, it's Mario. All right, back to my compatriots in Timeless Gamer Show, and I'll see you guys again next time. See you guys soon. Bye.